Good evening, everybody. I am Raymel Raddick, and I'm here with the goal of simply making your heart smile. Now, I wanted to talk about tonight another topic that I've been thinking about, and that's you don't know me. Okay? And I want to talk about this because it's something that we deal with in our interactions with other people. And so let's get into it tonight. Okay. So as you develop and as you become a different or better person, you find yourself being different, and I'd love to say that I haven't changed, but I have. I have changed a great deal. I've done a lot of the inner work, going through some counseling, looking at, walking through my past and some different incidences and circumstances that have made me who I am, and have brought me through the years that I've been through and the decisions that I made, and just really being able to understand why I made those decisions and why I did those things. I may get into those things, as this YouTube journey continues. But for right now, let's just say they're things. Okay? We're going to call them things. For right now. Okay? So we're not going to get into the things. We're just going to call them things. Okay? So as I get more comfortable and, I'll share more. I will, of course. But for right now, they're things. Okay? All right. So there were a lot of things that I did, some decisions that I made that, just really didn't make a whole lot of sense, and as I began to really say, I'm not making the best decisions. I'm really not doing the things that are best for me and my children. And then I began to say, okay, then there's something wrong here. Something's not right, and I need a little help to kind of walk me through what's going on. So I did go through counseling. I had a few sessions with an older woman, and she helped me get through and get to the bottom of a lot of stuff, and that I didn't really, I knew it wasn't exactly right, but I didn't really make it a big deal. It just really wasn't a big deal to me. We're taught, Black women taught to be strong, independent, just keep on trucking like a train. I'm not a train. Okay. I don't run on gas or diesel fuel. I'm not a train. So I have to look at really what's going on, and not just sweep it under the rug or act like it didn't happen or say, it's not something that's important. It is important. And those things that I went through had an effect on me. And they had an effect on me so much so that I've been making decisions that were not the best. But after I began to look at that and to say, okay, I'm making these wrong decisions, God. I know that I'm not doing what's right. And it's not about just a wrong or right thing. It's just about what's good for me and what wasn't. It's like those self-sabotaging behaviors. Different things when things are going well, you basically do something really sometimes self-conscious, you're not even conscious about what you're doing, but you're sabotaging yourself. Promotion, relationships, you're just doing stuff all the time to self-sabotage. And so I began to look at my self-sabotaging behavior and I said, okay, this is not good. This is really toxic. So what can I do to fix it? And so as I began the internal work, I saw, okay, I don't like these things. Let me fix this. Let me tweak that, get the screwdriver. Let me just hammer that out, let's straighten that up. No. You can't just talk to people any kind of way. No, you cannot do that. So it's just different things that I was doing that I had to stop doing. And as I began to make those changes in myself, I began to change. I became a different person. And I'm no longer who I was, and that's okay. But the problem is people expect you to be who you were. They expect you to react the way that you used to. And now you may try to say the same thing to me today that used to get me angry last year, but it doesn't today. I just look at you like, okay, and I just move on because it doesn't bother me. What you do in your life doesn't bother me. It just doesn't bother me. There are things that still do bother me, and I'm working through that. But there are a lot of things that people used to do that just doesn't bother me anymore. I've learned to even put people in certain places, in my life, and not just say, okay, we're friends. Just because I met you and I like you doesn't mean we're friends. Okay? That's not enough for me to call you my friend. I'm different. I'm not the same person anymore because I value myself. I value what I bring to the table. If you don't, that's okay. You don't have to agree with me, boo. Like they say, trust me, boo, period. You don't have to agree with me. I know who I am. I know that I'm a woman of quality. I know that I can bring what I bring to the table and what I bring to a friendship and any kind of relationship that I'm in. I know the good qualities that I have, and I don't just second guess those anymore. And so I put a value on me, on my time. And it's like I don't operate the same way. And so I want to encourage you, because as you change and as you develop and as you begin to love yourself, you're going to start setting some boundaries. You're going to start saying, I don't like that you do that. And I'd really like for you to stop. You're going to begin to understand who you are and what you don't have to tolerate. You don't have to put up with certain things that people do that bothers you or hurts you, and they repeatedly do it knowing that they hurt you, then you could just say, you know what, I don't need you in my life. You don't need me. I don't need you. And that's just the way that it is. It's all about, as you develop, as you grow and you change, you're not going to be the same person. You're not going to be the same person today that you will be a year ago. People go through traumatic experiences and it changes them. You go through life and it changes you. You may have a bad breakup. You may lose a family member, a child. You may lose your mate. You get married thinking you're going to be married for life, and now you're a widow, right? You've lost your child. You thought you were going to be able to walk that baby down the aisle. I cannot imagine the pain that you may be feeling if that's something that you've dealt with, something that you've experienced. But the fact of the matter is, it changes you and you're not the same person. And it's okay if the boundaries that you're setting today are new, because they coincide with who you are today. You don't know me. If you have not talked to me, I saw, some like posts, and they're like, if you haven't seen me or talked to me in 5 years, you don't know me. And it's the truth. It really is the truth if you think about it, because you're not thinking the same. You don't talk the same. Those of us who have done the work, because some of us are the same. That's not a easy pill to swallow. Some of us are the same. And yes, they do know you. Okay. They do know you because you haven't changed a bit. Okay, those exes that want to come back, they haven't changed a bit. Not a single solitary iota of a bit. Okay, they haven't changed. But for those of us who have, they don't know you. So you can reintroduce yourself. Hey, my name is Raymel Reddick. I am the new me. And if you would like to get to know who I am today, I welcome you. There are going to be some boundaries that I have set that are healthy for me. And if you don't like them, you don't agree with them, I understand. I respect your boundary not to respect mine. And I say, you know what? Have a nice life. You don't need to be a part of mine. Okay? It's really that simple. And it's not about the cutoff crew, because I talked about that in a message I ministered before, where we were talking about, the cutoff crew. Every year around New Year's, you have the cutoff crew posting, it's about time for me to cut some people off. I got to let some people go, right? And it's the truth, and sometimes I've done it, I've been that person. And I have cut some people off, and I had to, for good reason, but just cutting people off just because they're doing something you don't like, that's something totally different. It's a whole nother video, not even something we're going to talk about today. But for those of you who have changed, who you've done the work, the internal work. You've worked on yourself. You're more forgiving. You're more loving. You're more kind. You're more wise. You pay attention now. You know, you don't take, you take everything kind of with a grain of salt. Not to say you're skeptical or you're not open to love. You're just, okay. You say that. Let me see you show me. Okay, I'll wait until you show me. Okay, yeah. Gonna wait till I see it. All right. You say you want to give me $100. I'm gonna wait till I see it. Okay, but it's okay to be different. If you've changed, don't try to be the same person you were. Don't try to talk the same way that you used to talk. Now you've actually taken the time to love yourself. You've invested in your look. You've invested in the quality of your clothes. You know, the essence of your human essence. You've invested in yourself. It's okay to be different. They will be okay. All right? Be yourself and know they don't know you now, but you can give them the opportunity to get to know you, who you are today. Okay? You guys be blessed. You have a wonderful evening. And by golly, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate the support. And if you wouldn't mind, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. And if you want to hear more content from me. Okay? I look forward to engaging with you guys in the future and in the comment section and talking to everybody and having a good time. Okay, I want to stop. All right. Well, you have a wonderful day. Okay, bye.